Let's get to the main event. You know what? We're talking about Cody Rhodes. I'm going to take another. All right. I always got to get a little I can't be sober when I talk about Cody Rhodes. I just can't. All right. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Now, this was the only match that I kind of got wrong. However, I do have to point out that I did say I was going against the grain. I did say that Cody was going to win. I was just reaching to, one, find a way to badmouth Cody Rhodes because I never miss an opportunity to do that. And two, like, I'll give you an example. I actually found out that he's not an alcoholic. And that he was actually sponsoring some whiskey that wheat whiskey or something on his what do you want to talk about thing. But I'm still gonna call him an alcoholic. Just because. Cody's long walk to the ring. He has his dog with him, Pharaoh. Didn't take the dog to the ring. Dropped him off. Did he take the dog to the ring? I don't remember that. I try not to pay attention to Cody entrances. But yeah, he gets a little pep talk from Arn Anderson. I guess, I was never an Arn Anderson fan, Guess respect to the legendary stuff he's done. Listen, I'm a guy who doesn't think the Four Horsemen were that great. I was bored by the Four Horsemen every single time they came out when I was a kid. Every single time. Now, Arn Anderson may be great behind the scenes. He may be a great creative, all that stuff, but he always bored me. But yeah, basically, Cody comes out with this giant skull mask. Unbelievably big skull mask. Looked ridiculous. Now it's one of those things that I wonder if I liked Cody Rhodes, would I think that was cool? I don't know. But I was a little embarrassed by it. But yeah, basically they start the match, slow methodical match. Basically there's this thing that I picked up on, that the slow and methodical match was really boring. Sometimes I think people hide boring behind slow and methodical, or that's just a way to say boring without being. But there are slow and methodical matches that could work, that I've seen work. Not always, but slow and methodical sometimes I think is the way people kind of hide, they cover boring with a fancy term. And I'll tell you another way how I know that it's just fancy talk, and it's just basically commentator talk to sell. There's a point where Corey Graves goes, and this is exactly what Solo wanted. He wanted to take the WWE universe out of the equation. And basically that's code for, goddamn, this crowd is dead. He took the WWE universe out of the equation. Unless that's part of the plan. Maybe it is, because maybe it built up to the big pop at the end. So maybe I'm just being a fucking cynical douchebag right now. And maybe slow and methodical is the point of it, is for that, so that it does build up to that end. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Just being a dickhead. But yeah, it led up to this bloodline interference. And this is where business picked up right around this part here. I gotta say, the eye patch thing with Camacho. I guess I just refused to learn his name. I like the eye patch look. I think he should keep it, even when his eye gets better. It's really funny because he reminds me of OJ Simpson in the Naked Gun because he keeps getting injured for some reason, Camacho. And it's like random injuries. It's like he hits his eye on the fucking corner of the announce table. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. He fucking stubs his toe on the steel steps and he gets the Bob Marley cancer. You know what I mean? God forbid. Um yeah, but I think he should keep the eye patch. I think it's a cool look. Gives him a little more dangerous look. And it works for him. And then we have the KO and RKO run in, and then tragedy strikes. Now I haven't looked this up, but somebody in the chat maybe could tell me. But then Jacob Fatu comes out and completely wrecks Cody Rhodes, starts destroying Cody Rhodes. And then it gets to this point where he does the table spot, puts Cody on the table, gets up to the top turnbuckle, and jumps off. And what it looked like was that he fucking snapped his leg on the edge of the announce table. Like the part that didn't break, that doesn't go through, the flat part, there's a little frame that still sometimes stays up. It looked like he landed directly on that, and it seemed like he may have broke his leg. He wasn't able to stand on it. That's my medical analysis. That's why I think he broke it. And I didn't get a chance to look it up to see if he actually did. I probably should have. But yeah, he wasn't able to stand, and you could tell he was actually fucking pissed that he broke his leg. Doing a ridiculous spot, let's be honest. He did that spot already. We know you could do it. Maybe it was unnecessary. Maybe you could have came up with another spot. Maybe that was a little too risky. And I had a feeling that he was supposed to be involved in the final, outcome of the match. He was supposed to have maybe an interaction with Roman. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't see how he wouldn't have if he didn't break his leg. Because I get the feeling that he was supposed to put Cody through the table, get up, and then maybe in that part is somewhere where Roman was supposed to come back. Because even Roman coming out, when his music hit, I felt like it was at a weird moment. It was almost like they weren't sure, like, okay, fucking now, just go. Jacob's not getting up. He's fucking done. We're gonna have to change the end of this match. Go out and take out Solo. That's it. So yeah, I feel like the end of the match got changed. Maybe not a huge change. Maybe he would have just sort of taken out Fatu, but yeah, Roman returns. Almost final form Roman gets an insane pop. Obviously, we'll call it the pop of the night. I don't know, maybe a couple that could have competed, but Roman's pop was insane. And of course, we all knew that was going to happen. Comes back, takes out Solo, helps Cody Rhodes win the match. Cue the whoa whoa music. Now, I feel like the better story would have been Solo winning the title. I still stick by that, but I won't harp on it because it didn't happen. And I just want Cody to fucking lose that title. But thought, despite Jacob Fatu breaking his leg, I think he broke. I'm gonna look that up before I get out of here. But yeah, it's sad that he broke his leg. It's sad that he got injured. You can tell when he started just flipping out. It was I felt his anger because it was like, fuck, I finally got here. And what, a month in, I break my fucking leg at SummerSlam. You could tell he was pissed. I definitely felt for him. But yeah, Roman coming back was pretty nice. Pretty big pop. I don't know what else you say about it. It was just pretty cool to see him come back. I love that all the people that were, Roman was so boring. Now they're all losing their mind for Roman to come back. I do like that Roman he didn't lose his tribal chief Steez. He didn't come back smiling and fucking doing the Hulk Hogan ear thing to the crowd. You know? He came back, he's still the tribal chief. It's just now he's babyface. Now he's babyface tribal chief. And definitely I think we're going now to the rebuilding of the original, the OG bloodline. I think Roman definitely starts to link back with his cousins. Maybe because there are a couple other Samoans out there that names were being brought up for this, the new bloodline. Maybe Roman brings back some new face or brings some new faces in to build his new bloodline, original members, and then a couple new guys. And then, of course, we also get eventually the return of Paul Heyman, which I'm very happy about. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I think the story of him building back his I hope they actually build that story of him getting back with the Usos. Maybe Jay's not so quick to get back with his cousin, and there's that little tension. They got to get over that. Blase blah. We get a good few weeks, maybe even a few months of story building with the bloodline here. So Bloodline Civil War is here, guys. It's officially here. I'm all in on it. I'll put myself out there. I'm all in on the Bloodline Civil War. For Cody Rhodes, he could still suck a dick, and he bores the fuck out of me. And cringes the fuck out of me.